Hello fellow YouTubers. Well, we decided it was time for an update, so here it is. The aquaponic system, hydroponic system, we have some duckweed growing in there. Our lettuces, seedlings that we put in are starting to catch a little. We'll probably be harvesting off from this in about 4 weeks. The little parsleys that we took out and threw away after we harvested them started growing these, so we put them back in and they seem to be doing okay. The broccolis are finally doing what broccolis are supposed to do. They're making broccoli heads. A little concerned about the spots that I'm seeing in the centers here, thinking that these are getting ready to flower and probably going to go ahead and harvest them out soon. I don't know that much about broccoli, never grew it before, so it's a learning experience. I think we're going to get that Pac-Man variety the next time when we put them in, just because I know what they're supposed to look like, because that seems to be what everybody grows. Dutch bucket, offline. Got to get a Dutch bucket system done one of these days. Had some changes in here to the aquaponic system. We added this filtration system in, hoping to keep a little bit better control on the nitrites and the ammonia. Can't see them in there. Let's see if a little light helps. Not really. The little flappy are doing quite well. So our seedlings that we planted on Groundhog Day, started transferring those out. The little goldies down here are doing phenomenal. They love it down there in the sump. And the tomato plant, there's our big boy. They're growing up to the top of the greenhouse. I've got to figure out what to do about that soon. Finally getting a flower forming on our chamomile. Our oregano and our thyme are doing well back up in there. And this is today's edition. We added in this sort of hybrid floating raft flood drain system. And when I say that it's hybrid, we don't have, of course, enough rock to fill this. In fact, the other system's still not full of rock. And the funds haven't been there to buy more. So we're doing an experiment. We transplanted a bunch of our little beans and our bunch of our other things into these floating rafts. But since I don't have an air pump to bubble air under them, what I've done is I've set it up so that the bed floods and drains just using a standard bell siphon, and then I put pieces of PVC. Let me get this out of here so you can see. I just put pieces of PVC down on the bottom. So when the bed drains down, the roots are for a brief period of time exposed to air, and hopefully that'll keep them happy. The standpipe is very short, so the water level doesn't actually go up that high in here. And it's an experiment. We'll see what happens. If the plants look like they're doing good, we'll keep it going this way. If they start showing signs of stress, then we'll change it out. Also doing another experiment. This is just floating. Took one of the cuttings that I took off from our tomato, one of the suckers, and just stuck him through the foam. And going to see if he'll root out that way. If he will, then it may be a good way for me to root out my cuttings. We'll see. This is an experiment. Isn't that what agricultural research is? A lot of experiments. So, until next time, keep your fish happy.